The Indiana Fever with another win. 3 in a row now, 4 out of 5 to end a home stretch in which they've been pretty much dominant against this lower class of WNBA teams. They're showing that they're moved up to the middle class, maybe. Who knows? Before they even get Fag Benlay back. And she'll only add to the chemistry, I'm sure. Caitlin Clark, 18 and 12, a career high 12 rebounds, missed double-double with 4 steals, 6 assists, 6 turnovers. Still working on that, but no biggie. The win is the win. Mitchell and Boston, they both went 8 for 11, 22 points. Very efficient. Nalissa Smith, she played all right. She didn't play poorly. Didn't play great. Wallace was a no-show. She hasn't really been there for the last few games. I mean, she's made some nice passes and whatnot, but shooting-wise, been a ghost for the last few games. They went to Katie Lou Samuelson late in the game. She didn't really do much better as far as shooting, but she was making some great passes. I mean, she did do a little bit better than Wallace. She couldn't do worse. But that's neither here nor there. It was a win. We're not nitpicking. It was a great win. I noticed some substitution patterns from coach sides that I liked. Didn't really work out too well offensively, but they went with Mitchell and Boston after after the starters came out. She played Mitchell and Boston. They ran a nice tandem. Didn't really do much, and then they went to CC and Alyssa. Didn't really net much. Then they brought everybody back together, and they got rolling again. She probably lost that second quarter, but I like that she's trying some things. I like the theory behind it at least. It didn't work in practice. And that's the only quarter they lost. Other than that, they played well the whole game. Now they will be tested on this 5-game road trip, but I'm expecting them to still pick up some wins. They could probably win 2 or 3 of these too with the way that they're clicking. Wouldn't be surprised, to be honest with you. Is it time to start talking about Caitlin Clark on the all defensive team? Or am I reaching? Is it too early for that? I mean, for steals, she's collecting blocks and steals at a rapid pace for a guard, not to mention rebounds. We've got to have a conversation soon. I'm sure these wins will help with defensive win shares and those types of metrics. So we'll see. We'll let them crack the numbers down and then we'll see where they land. Aliyah Boston, it is time to start talking about All-Star. I said that if she had one more good game, I would start putting her in that one spot that I've been rotating between players for my All-Star selections, and yeah, they're going to her. They're going to her for the next few days until somebody shows me something differently, but she deserves them. New hairdo, I see you. But overall, just a great game. They just looked like the better team from start to finish, and I love that. It wasn't a lot of spikes, a lot of lulls in the action. Like I said, the offense didn't click with some of those substitution patterns that she went with early, but overall, it was just like a strong, dominant win. They won pretty much every round. Let me know in the comments how you guys feel. Did you like the way everybody was used? A lot of people are saying that Aliyah Boston led. You know that they just don't like Caitlin Clark, so they won't give her any credit. But those were a lot of assisted layups that she had. It doesn't matter to me who led anyway. It doesn't matter to me if they played through the post anyway. But I know that Caitlin Clark had the most minutes played. She had the most field goals attempted. She had the most assists. She had the most turnovers. She had the highest usage rate. Mitchell assisted on a lot of passes to Boston as well. I mean, she was eating. She's been eating, but this was her advancing in the pick and roll. And that's why, yeah, I showed plays earlier in the season about how she wasn't setting great screens and how she wasn't rolling or popping great, which, by the way, she hit that 3. Kudos to her. Clap it up, everybody. But what I never did was buy into the videos comparing what they are doing now in Indiana to what they did in Iowa and Coach Bluter. And why? Because you have to understand these colleges, they're getting together now. Like I'm seeing videos of USC, all their incoming freshmen, all of their transfer portal players, they're all together now in the weight room. So showing clips of what they're gonna do next March, right? That's a lot of months. That's 10 months of togetherness, not to mention prior years. And so to think that Aliyah Boston will come in at 5, 6, 7 games and be able to do what the Iowa centers who have been with, never mind the previous years, but have been with her for 10 months, it was never gonna happen. It was unrealistic for Aliyah Boston, and it was an insult to the Iowa players and Coach Bluter to think somebody could just step in and replicate what they've done, what they perfected over time in just 6 or 7 games. So great to see them making strides all around. Great to see Mitchell still doing what she does, just consistent all around. She deserves some All-Star votes as well. I mean, if I'm putting Kaylee McBride in there, I have to look at Mitchell. I know how you guys feel about Mitchell. We don't share that sentiment. I think she's great with Caitlin. I think she's great with Caitlin. I think she goes for hers, but that's me. I won't belabor the point. I have another game to watch, guys. So I'll check you guys out on the next one. Until then, peace.